It's unfortunately possible that Bitcoin can see one more correction before we see that continuation and the final leg higher from the Bitcoin bull flag, from the parabola, from all the 5 to 6 different chart patterns that we spoke about on the previous video. And the reason for that to potentially happen is that on the daily time frame, I'm not really a huge fan of these candles. So when you go to the daily time frame, you're getting consecutively some indecision candles, and specifically today's candle is a bit of a shooting star candle. So I'm not a massive fan of that. I'm also not a massive fan of seeing a rejection exactly at that top level of resistance. I mean, it's good because it solidifies the bull flag. So overall, it's a good thing. But in the short term, it could mean that potentially Bitcoin sees one more final drop, maybe even into the $100,000 level of supports before seeing that continuation to the upside. And in today's video, I would like to discuss exactly that scenario. Now, before we jump into it, I just want to first apologize for the sounds of crickets in the background. It's the weekend. I'm at my parents' house, so I still have. I mean, I'm recording in the garden while everybody's sleeping at home. But apologies for the cricket sounds. Yeah, I saw that some of you guys watched the F1 movie from my suggestion on the previous video. So let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. Honestly, it was one of my favorite movies of all time. And the reason why I'm geeking out about movies so much is because, well, my dream is still to become an actor. And hopefully, after either this bull market or the next one, I want to start producing my own movies and act in them. So that's my dream. And that's a bit about Crypto Kid. And with that said, let's go into Bitcoin and look at what Bitcoin is doing. And I have 3% left on my laptop, so we need to be quick with this. Bitcoin, like I said, shooting star candle on the daily time frame, facing that rejection on the upper resistance of the bull flag. Now, stochastic looks okay. The parabolic SAR looks fine also. And Ichimoku, if we have a look at it, we're above. The cloud we're above. The Tenkan line we're above. I mean, we're above the lines of support. So it's not really terrible. Consensio on the 4 day also looks fine. It's just that be careful. If we see a drop to 100K, the point of this video is to say that you shouldn't worry if that is to happen. But overall, when you go into the daily time frame, Bollinger Bands are squeezing very heavily, meaning we are going to get an incredibly large breakout. Ideally, if we can go and break those upside resistance levels of the Wyckoff reaccumulation of the Bitcoin bull flag, that will take us quickly into the 120 to 130 to 140 ranges. It will happen pretty quickly. It's just that the bear case scenario activates. Worst case, I mean, God forbid, if you drop below the 100K zone and then you look at a greater consolidation period, similar to what we experienced between March and November. And actually, it's quite interesting because, if you look at this length of consolidation and already compare it to this length of consolidation, I mean, we're almost exactly the same in terms of amounts spent, just drifting around. So here, this was 238 days, approximately 7 months, if I'm not mistaken. And if we look at the consolidation period here, you are at 217 days. So it's kind of crazy to imagine, but Bitcoin has already spent enough consolidation similar to this range. So it's kind of insane. And in times of consolidation like this, the social risk completely goes down, meaning the amount of interest in crypto completely, it just goes away. And Benjamin Cohen posted a video this morning showcasing the social risk indicator, and you could clearly see that the amount of interest in cryptocurrencies today is exactly the same as it was at the bottom of the bear market. So can you believe that? The price of Bitcoin specifically, I know altcoins are still suffering, but the price of Bitcoin specifically since the bottom of the bear is up 536%, but the amount of interest in crypto is exactly the same. And that just goes to show you that we're still early, and if it feels like it's boring and there's nothing happening and there's no adrenaline, it's fine. It's okay. It's actually a good sign, because whenever you see social risk plummet, that marks the ending of a consolidation period. So short term, the quick picture is we could see another 8 to 9% correction into the 100K band, and that's fine. You just don't want to dip more so than that. And I personally don't think it will. So yeah, be careful of that potential consolidation. If you or drop, if we do see a drop to 100K, then I would definitely be buying as much as possible. But I do have a fingers crossed good feeling for the next 1, 2, 3 weeks. And before we end off this video, I want to do a quick review of the Bitcoin CME gap, because today is a Sunday. So today is a Sunday, and the futures market should open in basically 59-ish minutes time. So the CME gap is lying at $107,740. The price is literally at that right now, so I don't think we will have an issue with a CME gap. This morning price went all the way to 108.5, but we quickly fell down to 107.5 to come close to the CME gap to avoid, creating such a massive gap that we, end up filling in the week. So that's good. But let's see what happens. Saylor is obviously buying more Bitcoin tomorrow. He announced that Bitcoin purchase, or he foreshadowed it. It's better to not have a large Bitcoin pump on Mondays anymore, because if you go back historically to the past like 10 weeks or so, whenever Bitcoin opens the week with a pump, you end up completely closing that pump and going even below in some cases. So, anyways, guys, with that said, enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Take care. We're back on the Moon Show tomorrow in approximately like 15 hours time. We had a public holiday on Friday, so that's why we didn't do a show. But we're back on schedule tomorrow, so stay tuned on the Moon Show channel. And guys, it's okay. Chill out. Consolidations are boring, but it is what it is. So guys, take care, and I'll see you all on tomorrow's video. Bye bye.